This is your poet Danny, and this is poetry from English Plus Podcast. Today's poem is called An Alien from Mars, so it might sound to you like a science fiction poem, and it is. So, as usual, I'm going to start with some thoughts, and then I will continue with the poem. Enjoy. We have always believed in our superiority, right? We know for sure that nothing can surpass our intelligence and complicated nature. Well, nothing that we know of. What if we met other beings coming from a place we do not fully understand? What if they were smarter? What if there were no point in bragging about our technological advances? What if they needed nothing we can offer? What if they were smarter? Is that even possible? Why are we so arrogant, and why are we waiting for a day like this to come to find out that we are not the best beings in the universe? Well, we don't need to look forward to that day. Look around you, and you will find so many beings here on Earth already much better than we will ever be. Look no further. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to tell you about this little poem of mine about that poor little green man that came from Mars and what we did to him. After all, this is what the whole poem is about. Let's see what happens to this alien from Mars. An Alien from Mars. The crowd, the street was full, all gathered around that green man like a Christmas turkey, seemingly weak. They were all ready to stab with their knives, and victory to the human race. Survived another alien attack. Others were in books. This one was real. I pushed on to get a better view. Police surrounded that poor alien. Each stood brave and true to keep the peace and take some rare shots of fame. What might he look like? What language does he speak? Is he a messenger, or is he a spy? What promise has he brought? Why were all so obsessed to welcome an alien from Mars? One man asked what they drank, gave him a Budweiser export discount. People down from Shell wanted to send a probe. The old smiling man of KFC, whose man's already prepared a franchise contract. Some stood in line to squeeze dry all the commercial opportunities before anyone else did. The poor alien was shocked. People kept pouring in with offers, humanization deals. He could not understand, especially when came forth two men in black, wired sunglasses, suited like messengers from heaven, delivering messages from hell. They almost had the poor Martian convinced his Martian national security was at risk. They offered him one official contract to be the exclusive arms supplier and two offers under the table for an eternal mass conflict effect. Then came two healers, two priests from different sects. They argued whose God was the one whose God would bring the aliens to light. The blind cannot lead the blind, the alien thought in his Martian logic, without even having met the Christ. The obvious truth was obvious. Even an alien would know that. The poor Martian alien friend knew his people needed none of that. He pretended he did not understand. Years has he spent learning our tongue in vain. He came up with a plan to save our world. They saw from there we were already dying. Yet if he spoke a word, the virus would spread. We have been killing people to enlighten them since the dawn of man. He knew he could not enlighten us. We already thought we were the sun. He stood transfixed, unable to speak. Some men were watching from a distance, confirmed Martians were stupid, gave green light to Operation Green Death. And folks from NASA started to prepare the first conquering mission in space. So, that was An Alien from Mars. That is the poem. I hope you like it. That's another day and another poem from English Plus Podcast. This is your poet, Danny. Thank you very much for listening. I will see you next time.